Hey guys, it's Black on Black, and guys, welcome to the test, Final Revelation. Now, we've played the other two test games, and apparently this is the finale to them. Apparently we're finally gonna figure out what in the world the whole point of all this is. So yeah, let's get straight into it. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there is no light of day, I will come back for you so you never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I'll be standing there, your embrace so long I've missed. My soul, my love I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I'll bring you back to your heaven, and you've rescued me from my hell. Violin. Whoa. It's the two guys! No matter what happens, I'll always love you. Do you promise? It's the guy from the first game. Choice. With every ounce of my heart, in each droplet of my soul, I swear to you, we are going to find a way out of here. What? That's crazy. The testing room. Oh, we got a new person. Destiny, huh? I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see closely, I've been watching you. Studying every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met. And a slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wing or devil's hand. And in the end, we will both know. Both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery wrought. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul 'tis burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss if your answers lack the guidance of truth. Then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Dang, we're getting straight to it. Alright, yes. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? I have before, yep. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? Sometimes. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? No, not really. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? Yes. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yeah. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Usually, yeah, I would say so. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? Not really. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? Not really, no. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? I believe so, yes. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? No, not really. Do you ever feel like a burden? I have before, yes. Have you ever felt left out? Yes. We all have at some point. Have you ever felt like a failure? Yes. Have you ever felt like you just weren't attractive enough? Yes, I have felt that way before. Have you ever worked yourself sick? One time. One time, probably a couple, but one time I remember specifically. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Yes. Are you afraid to ask for help? Yeah, I would actually say so. Because, like, I don't know why. I just don't like asking people for help. I don't know why. Do people often criticize you? Yeah. Do you often feel judged by your friends or family? No, not really. Friend-wise, no. Family-wise, no either. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? No, I have an idea of what I want and what I need to do. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? No. What happens is what happens. There's a reason it is, you know. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Yeah, we do have regrets, but that doesn't mean they need to be changed. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Not really. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? Yes. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked even though you're certain you've already locked them? No, I know when I lock my doors. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? Absolutely not. It's flying by. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? Usually no, but sometimes yes. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? I feel like this guy's like emotionless. Like he doesn't feel anything. The other guys had like character to him. This guy's, he's getting the quiz over with. Oh, so like surface level. No. I try to like talk about stuff whenever I can. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? Absolutely not. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? I do not believe I am, no. Have you ever been bullied by someone you care about? No. Have you ever been a bully to someone you care about? I do not believe so, no. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? No, not really. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? No. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? Sometimes, yes. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? Yes. I don't know why. I'm not a phone person. Like, call-wise. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people, even when they do something that bothers you? Sometimes, yeah. I think we all are at some point. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? Yes. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Yes. Do you ever fear that you're failing those who care about you the most? Yeah. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? No. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? No. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? Oh, yeah. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? Absolutely not. Well, Based on the answers you provided me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say your name starts with the letter M, doesn't it? Nope. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. Thank you. Besides, all you humans look alike to me anyhow. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yeah. Bay does. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? No. Deep down I know they do. Do you ever feel like you push away your loved ones away? Yes. It's a bad deal, I do. I'm going to have to stop you here. The truth that proves forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art, and let me into that precious heart. Alright, for starters, what emotion do you feel present about this picture? Out of all these, chaos. What word would you describe this picture the best? Probably beautiful. Or soulful, yes. What do you think this picture is called? Chaotic crystals, the portal, soul abduction, a mind of mystery, celestial stare. Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Definitely relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture the best? I would say probably exotic. I don't know why. What do you think this picture is called? I don't know about any of these. I guess out of all these, Blazing Soul? I see. Next, we have this one. Whoa. What emotion do you feel present with this picture? I feel slight anger with it. I don't know why. What word do you feel describes this picture the best? Probably mirrored, yeah. What do you think this picture is called? Reflection of the universe. More. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Definitely relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture the best? I'd say gorgeous, yeah. Or gorgeous. What do you think this picture is called? Marble Time. That's surprising. Almost finished. You said that 30 minutes ago. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? This one kind of makes me feel numb. What word do you feel describes this picture the best? I guess warped. What do you think this picture is called? Vaporous forms. Very good. Last one. What emotion do you feel most present in this picture? Chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture the best? For some reason, like, choir calls out to me in this one. I don't know why. What do you think this picture is called? Notes of Harmony. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. The next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. One year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays, so you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present for out of moral obligation. They plan to keep all the money for themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does this make you feel? I feel like even if I didn't like the family member, if they won the lottery, I would still be like, dang, that's actually kind of cool. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Jesus. Probably just let them be happy with their winnings. If the roles were reversed and you were giving a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? Probably not, no. I see. I don't really have a least favorite family member, but if I did. Now, you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Alongside the money, there lies a blood-stained note with one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? Definitely scared. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Definitely call the police. Yeah, I would leave the suitcase alone and move on. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decision at all? No. There's probably like a sniper aiming at me. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he'll let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does this make you feel? Suspicious. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe in him to be truly the devil, he surely is. And to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. In that second, you can feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world, you'll never age but can still die from physical injury. You can bring one person back from the dead. I wouldn't sell my soul. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? Yes. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps across the globe. God, I need to get more water. My, mouth's getting dry from talking so much. I did all the test games in a row. Turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill in turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Sad. Could be sad. Indifferent, I would say. This is life now. If you knew that the zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now, and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Absolutely. Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years, and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position, and that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does it make you feel? Angry. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? Probably quit my job and look for new employment. I couldn't work under a boss like that. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? No, I wouldn't. I see. Very interesting. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. Ooh. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? Scared. Where'd they go? They're trying to get in my house. And what do you think you do in this situation? Lock the doors or call the police? If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not a human, would your answers change at all? Yes. I'm not going to present you with some more potential scenarios. I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. It turns out you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that is currently no cure for. This illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You'll need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again. Just being kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when that happens? Definitely pull the plug. I would much rather... How to explain it? I don't want there to be that struggle just for me to be basically brain dead, you know? How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Yeah, pursuing all my dreams I haven't yet accomplished. I'd say that. There are diseases out there that could put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue you more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? It definitely motivates me, yeah. Noted. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since birth. 3 years has passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day, he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, and you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend. Until one morning, you awaken to the sound of familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out of his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy about your age, but he's come back. Johnny has come back and we're together again." Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple months prior to finding your dog. Aww. The dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his old dog from his childhood, coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy, and well looked after. And you know that telling the old man that it isn't really his dog and that it's your dog would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? Or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to play and go for walks? I'll let the old man keep my dog. Does this story make you sad at all? Yes. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? I can imagine that, yeah. Next question. Let's say you were viciously murdered by a serial killer. Hold on, I need to give my lips a break. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer, and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now, let's also say that you've given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options, and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process. Or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You are bound to whichever one option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? Friends and family. I'd rather love than hate. Do you think you have what it takes to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? Yes. Do you believe that this scenario is possible? No. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? Friends, family. Next question. One night, you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says press play, so you oblige the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years, you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours, so each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is completely wiped. Is wiped entirely. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and can continue to progress your life, even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you have been, repeating the same day over and over again and living in ignorant bliss. Which would you choose to do? I'd rather watch the video every day. I'd be the one. I've always hated the idea of being stuck in like a bliss, you know? I want to see beyond. I want to see the truth. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years, even though they felt like it was for your own good? Yes. I would be. The worst thing is finding out someone lied to you, you know? If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth? Or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? I would tell them the truth. I will take note of your answer. You've come to find through frantic digging in the attic and the reading of old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you could gather through your new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents, once the trance had worn off, that they repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind. Wow. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising the child to be a fully functional adult while playing the role of the child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help the child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? No. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance at life? Extremely. Would you feel betrayed by your parents? Yes. Would you confront your parents about the articles you found? Yes. If you're in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? Yes. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, coming through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their paths, in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight, and in order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now, you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? I would go back to the colony. If you could choose to tell only some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? I probably would. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? They keep what they found. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. If I need more from you before I allow you to rest, a choice here, a choice there, which would you rather? Moral dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp and concise. Will you be selfish? Or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most or be abandoned by the person you love the most? Ooh. God, we're into the meat now, guys. Oh. That's tough. I'd probably have to say abandon. I don't know. Ah. No, be abandoned. I couldn't do that. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond with you, easily the bond? Would you rather find $10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find 20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? I'd probably say the 10,000. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated but you have no way of proving it? Oh, God. Get cheated on with no evidence to prove it. At that point, I would just break up with them, to be honest. Would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor but live an honest life? Probably poor and honest. Because if you get rich through something illegally, it could get taken away like that. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? I love you, bae, but I'm gonna have to kill the pet. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? Oh, these are gritty. Fire my friends. Sorry, guys. It said friends, not best friends. Friends. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? I'm sorry, but to my best friends out there, I can't do that. I'm sorry. Sleep with my best friend's partner. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? I'd have to say the strangers. That's one. Like, if it was like 10 people, then I'd probably end up choosing the friend, but 1,000, I couldn't do that. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country? Rescue a starving child from a third world country. Would you rather be rich but without family or poor with family? Poor with family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? Steal money from the wealthy and destroy it. Anarchy! Would you rather serve 4 years for the military during wartime, or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? 4 years in the military during wartime. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? Below. I couldn't handle the tickets. I've already been pulled over enough. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Probably never again. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery, or be addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? Ooh. But it says I can make a full recovery. I'd probably have to, yeah. I couldn't handle being addicted to alcohol for the rest of my life. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved, youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? Live to be 70 but die before my loved ones. That's easy. Would you rather sacrifice all of your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both of your parents? Ooh. God, that's tough. I have to go with friends. That one's really close though. That's really tough because my friends are basically family to me. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? Work hard but not receive praise. I Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? I would rather punch a nun. Would you rather lose all of the money you earned this year or lose all of the memories you've gained this year? Watch this all to be about the nun. Would you rather lose all of this money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year? Money. Because I'm still broke anyways. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win $10? $10. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? How? So I can know when to take the pain medicine. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? Permanently deaf. Easy. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world for free but never leave your house? Travel the world. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? Probably snakes. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? Oh, judge. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? I'd rather have bad luck, just because the idea of something else controlling me and people seeing it as me is horrifying. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone who you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? Married someone I'm not attracted to. There's no point in doing it if they don't like you, dude. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or a low-paying job that you love doing? Low-paying job that I love doing. If you're gonna work the rest of your life, at least work something you love to do. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? 1 mile home naked. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or have to grab $100 out of the public toilet? I'll take 100 out of the public toilet. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book again? I'd probably have to go with movies. I love books. I really do. Like, genuinely. I love books, but I have way too many movies I just love and adore. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or 2 hours early? 2 hours early. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? Witness to a deadly assault. Because if you find a dead body, that immediately makes you a suspect. Not only that, but if you witness a deadly assault and you call the police, that actually gives the police a chance to catch who's doing it. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds for you? See what the future holds for me. That's one thing I'm very big on, is I don't see a reason to change the past. Would you rather have one really great friend or 100 mediocre friends? One really great friend. Would you rather lose all of your teeth or lose 1 day off your life every time you kiss someone? Oh, probably all my teeth. Yeah, all my teeth. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? See my worst enemy lose the lottery. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I had a lottery ticket that was a winner and I lost it. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? Dream job. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? Definitely a pause button. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Oh. I think drown to death. Because they say burning is like the most painful thing in the world. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? Make a new friend every day. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? I'd give my life to save my family. Yeah. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you? I thought this said closet for some reason. Those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about, but they'll never find out it was you. Ooh. Probably hurt everyone I care about, because that's one thing I absolutely hate, is being blamed for something I didn't do. That's like the number one thing I hate. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Worst enemy. Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? Yeah, I guess all liquids except for water. Start sticking on the caffeine patches. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? Easily max. Would you rather meet your hero and find out they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? Never meet my hero. Then meet them and them not like me. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life or never have friends for the rest of your life? Never have a pet. I always want friends. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of their lives? Yeah, I'd have to say me. I couldn't live with myself once again. Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not done yet. Done. For we have made it through many categories, except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heart beat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious faith. I want to learn of all your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have. The last examination. Take your time. Do think hard. Savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Here it is. Choose one of these words you feel resonates with you in this very moment. I would have to say volatile. Choose one of these words you feel resonates with you in this very moment. Intrigued. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? Yes. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? Yes. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Oh yeah. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? Yes, I've gone hunting and fishing before, so yes. Have you ever blamed someone for something that they didn't do? Yes. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? No, or at least I hope not. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? Probably. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever played the victim in a situation, even though you have been wronged? Even though you hadn't been wronged? Yes. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? I'm going based on my thought deal, which is basically like in a relationship and then people y'all know. No, there's no one I like really like love whenever I'm in a relationship with someone else. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? No, I don't wish people to die. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? No, I don't think so. I'm not light. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yes. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? Yes. 100%. Do you ever regret worrying too much about the things you can't control? Oh yeah. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? No, I try not to be negative much. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel you've been wronged? Oh yeah. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision making too much? Sometimes, yes. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? 100%. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? Yes. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? 100%, yeah. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? No. If I prioritize someone, they're very important. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you the most? Sometimes I feel like I do, yes. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? No, not really. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? No. Do you ever let your fears stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Sometimes. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? Yes, I believe we all have. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? 100%. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Yes. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? Definitely. Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? Nuclear family, no. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? 100%. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends or family? No. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? Probably, yes. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong? Yes. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? I feel like we all have. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? Yes. Trust issues. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? Yes. Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Oh yeah. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? Yes. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? No. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? Yes. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? Probably at some point, I bet. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have, rather than being grateful for what you do have? No, not really. I'm usually focused on the positive. Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged, but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? Yes. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? That's a meaty one. Yeah, I do. I do feel like I'm a good person. That concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I've expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant the seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I'm forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me, in return I shall share this with you. This is what I see. Well now, you might just be one of the most pleasant souls to ever walk this earth. The problem is, you're afraid of opening up and showing people the real you. And when I say the real you, I don't mean the you that your friends, family, and friends know. I mean the you that only someone you could trust with your deepest secrets would ever get to see. You see, you're actually a pretty amazing individual, but you think people are going to judge you way too harshly if they knew you completely. My advice to you would be to open up yourself a bit and actually show the deepest parts of you more freely. Even the parts of yourself that you may not think people would find very unlikable. You'd be shocked just how many others are exactly like you, but you're never going to find out unless you take the time to open up to new souls. If you can master this little trait and feel more comfortable opening up, then an entire new world of opportunity will open up to you as well. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is revelation. Remember this word. It will come in handy. Is that it? If you received an ending that you've already received before from previous examination, remember we didn't ask your secret word spread. Very telling it means something very special. Huh. See you entirely new outcome. You found deeper meanings. You've answered hundreds of questions. You found deeper meanings. You've been enlightened, and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. But it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection in your darkened screen. The one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks the answers. More than being about the answers, the test is more so about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world we're not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end, and that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing that we are not is alone. That's exactly right. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us should suffer quieter than others. We are all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say that their lives are forever changed. And I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting. And every single one of you that are left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you help spread the message out to others. You help spread a positive light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them, because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are, They're just too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? Oh yeah. We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our appreciation, participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you for not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows of your good deeds and spreading the word and participating, but we've also got another surprise for you. Everyone who has left a comment on our titles and continue to do so on future titles will be put into the credits of our new massive project that we've been working on. But that's not the good part. We will also be going through and selecting names for those who leave comments on all of our titles and putting their names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it be a special item, a piece of the lore, or a character named after them, and much more. You've contributed your time and energy and helped others in need. We want to make sure you're commemorated for your efforts and get the admiration you deserve. Now, as far as your secret words go, your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You'll plug your secret words into different parts of your journey when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set for your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. This is an RPG that focuses on every human emotion and the decisions we make, and how those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented with a storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tie in together. You helped shape it, you helped to make it what it is, and we will be sure to continue to add more and more players into the lore and gameplay as we read more and more of the comments left on our titles, all the way up until its official release. And again, to commemorate those who participated across all of our titles, we'll be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us, and everything you continue to do for the world. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left for us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. Keep a hold of your secret words. You're gonna need them from when we're near Chasing Demons. I will peel from your flesh like petals from blackened rose. She loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. God. She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choice take its toll. And in her cell, may she rot. Huh. Aw, that's cute. They give a little shout out to In Space with Markiplier. What a good game, dude. God, that was so unique. Is Chasing Demons out? If so, I'm gonna play that too. So that was the test final revelation. What a game, dude. What a game series. So, God, I don't even know what to say. It's so good. The fact that they took this basic like game deal, you know, the test and all that stuff, and they could have made it horror if they wanted to. They could have just made it horror like everyone else, but instead they did something so unique with it, and then they built this amazing like lesson behind it. You know, super cool. Absolutely loved it. Y'all absolutely killed it with the game. Amazing. But yeah, I love you guys, and the messages in this game are very, very true. You're never alone, no matter what anyone says. Love you guys. Bye.